Welcome to Atlanta. Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Shalom. This year for the 56th annual Passover, Commanding Junior Hana will be offering babysitting services for free for anyone that pays their $200 Passover fee. For paid babysitting and registration for babysitting, please contact Officer Yardan at 773-970-4343. Shalom.
Friday. You already know it's April the 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous Classic Atrium. ISUPK presents the All Black Party with live performances by
Never see another
King
nigga like
Ty.
this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144. Nakawan.
Snitching in the act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated.
Sean.
If I'm more right, that's good business.
Natazar.
We in the game, coach. Fuck you talking, hey?
Special guest from China Monet and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know ISUPK.com. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're
Hey, Sean, you ever stop? What's going on, Bruce?
Hey, stop. What's going on? I don't want.
Everything ain't too wild.
What's wrong?
But that Passover demon is something else, huh?
How you say that?
You'll see. I go knock on right there.
Oh shit.
Hey, Shalom, stop.
Hey, Shalom,
Stop. What's going on? I don't want.
Y'all paid y'all Passover fee?
Nah, I pay mine in a couple weeks. Probably about 2-3 weeks.
I paid half of it, man.
Half of it.
Con.
2-3 weeks, huh?
Ouch!
Knowledge. I know you ain't trying to teach class and you ain't pay your Passover fee.
I can't teach class out of one?
That's on you. Lord be with y'all. Lord be with you.
Let's get it. All right.
Ooh-wee.
Lil Joe don't do nothing.
All right. You know what? I'm tired of betting these dollars. Nigga, bet 10.
Nigga bad.
Nigga, bet.
Nigga bad.
Nigga, bet 20.
Nigga bad.
Oh, yeah, watch. Go hit. Oh.
No, y'all niggas ain't not shooting dice. Y'all ain't pay y'all Passover fee.
Con, sir.
Lord be with y'all.
Con.
That's on you. Lord be with you.
Get your money up. Ooh-wee. I got them new J's for the all-black party. Hey, come check them out. Watch it. Look. Oh, shit.
I know you ain't about to brand new J's and you ain't pay your Passover fee.
Con, sir.
That's on you, Op. Lord be with you.
Con.
Lord be with you.
Damn. Oh, man. Man, this Passover demon been crazy this year, man.
Con, sir.
Bruh, I was knocking on been everywhere.
Man, the nigga was in my house.
Wow. Hey, let's just go on and pay this Passover fee right now.
Come
I'm about to pay mine now.
Yeah, me too.
I know y'all ain't about to pay the Passover fee and y'all ain't pay the Passover fee. What y'all waiting on now?
I'll take care of it right now, sir.
That's on you.
Okay.
Lord be with you.
Con out of one con, sir.
Lord be with you.
Hey, I don't give a lovely fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a lovely fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sister, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He says.
Man, your boy Pastor Troy going all the way up with you, man. You already know. Friday, April 11th at the Atrium. Yeah, man. Doors open at 8 p.m. You already know we're going from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. You already know it's going all the way down. Your boy Pastor Troy, DJ Jelly performing live. And then we getting out there, man, Saturday, April 12th. It's going all the way down for the Passover. Yeah, man, you already know. At the Marriott Marquis downtown. Yeah, man, we're going from 5 p.m. to midnight. You already know. Hosted by Commander General Johanna. Your boy Pastor Troy going to be in the building, man. Y'all boys holler.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.
Friday. You already know it's April the 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous Classic Atrium. ISUPK presents the All-Black Party with live performances by
You'll never see another
King
nigga like
Ty,
this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144, Nakawan,
Snitching in the act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated.
Sean,
If I'm more right, that's good business.
Natazar,
Me in the game, coach. Fuck you talking, hey.
special guest from China Monet, and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know ISUPK.com. Shalom.
If I told you go to hell, would you tell I cursed? I read
gonna be something to eat.
I got some change for you. Go on real quick.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Welcome to Atlanta. Price is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Hey, Snow, you ever style? What's going on, Breeze?
Hey, Slim Style, what's going on? I don't want.
Everything toward.
What's wrong?
Well, that Passover demon is something else, huh?
How you say that?
You'll see. They gonna knock on right there.
Oh, shit. Hey, Shalom, stop.
Hey, stop.
What's going on, out of one? Y'all paid y'all Passover fee? Nah, I pay mine in a couple weeks. Probably about 2-3 weeks.
I paid half for it, man.
Half for it.
Con.
2-3 weeks, huh?
Ouch!
Knowledge. I know you ain't trying to teach class and you ain't pay your Passover fee. I can't teach class out of one? That's on you. Lord be with y'all. Lord be with you.
Let's get it. Ooh-wee.
Lil Joe don't do nothing.
Alright. You know what? I'm tired of betting these dollars. Nigga back here.
Nigga back.
Nigga back.
Nigga back.
Nigga back 20.
Nigga back.
Oh, yeah, watch. It's gonna hit. Oh.
No, y'all niggas ain't in there shooting dice. Y'all ain't pay y'all Passover fee.
Con, sir.
I'll be with y'all.
Con.
It's on you. Lord be with you.
Get your money up. Ooh-wee. I got them new J's for the all-black party. Hey, come check them out. Watch it. Look. Oh, shit.
I know you ain't about to bring new J's and you ain't pay your Passover fee.
Con, sir.
That's on you, Ock. Lord be with you. Lord be with you.
Damn. Oh, man. Man, this Passover demon been crazy this year, man.
Come, sir.
Bruh, Osanaga one been everywhere.
Man, the nigga was in my house.
Wow. Hey, let's just go on and pay this Passover fee right now.
Come.
I'm about to pay mine now.
Yeah, me too. I know y'all ain't about to pay the Passover fee and y'all ain't pay the Passover fee. What y'all waiting on now?
I'll take care of it right now, sir.
That's on you.
Come.
Lord be with you.
I don't want to come, sir.
Lord be with you.
Hey, I don't give a lovely fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a lovely fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sister, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's
Friday. You already know it's April the 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous Classic Atrium. ISUPK presents the All Black Party with live performances by
Never see another
King
nigga like
Time.
this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144. Nakawan.
niggas snitching in the act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated.
Sean.
If I'm more right, that's good business.
Natazar.
We in the game, coach. Fuck you talking, hey.
Special guest from China Monet and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know ISUPK.com. Shalom.
I told you go to hell with you till I curse.
So I have to be honest and let you know that I screamed a little bit when I heard you say, "What's up, baby?" Ah, man, like what? What are we gonna do? Cause this is torture.
Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my.
So I have to be honest and let you know that I screamed a little bit when I heard you say what's up, baby. Ah, man, like what? What are we gonna do? Cause this is torture.
Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my.
So I have to be.
weapon, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Yaps and drop thumb.
Wow.
Hey, what's going on, Akim? How you feeling?
Too wild, sir. Too wild.
Good.
Like $1 million.
Looking, feeling like $1 million.
Yeah.
Fresh like $1 million. I can tell you who's not fresh, the CIA. They ain't fresh.
Man.
They need a course in Shema. That's what the hell they do. They need a whole Shema course. They got all the attack dogs and all the vans and all the all the technology, but they got the spirit is not there.
Right.
The spirit is not there. So, and we back Wednesday night. Doing the Wednesday night version of the Black Watch. For sure, we're not on Saturdays anymore. We here Wednesday. Big up Commander General Hannah for definitely letting us rock on Wednesdays. On his platform for sure. Hardest working man in Israel putting together a Passover that's going to be epic. An epic Passover for everyone. Pay your Passover fee. Get it done. Do not wait. Only $200, man. Only $200 for every adult 17 or 18 years and over. 17 years and over. Pay your Passover fee, man. Listen, it's tax season. Tax season, man. Pay an extra $200. Somebody mightn't be able to afford it. You could help lighten the load.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Don't go get, like Nakawan say, don't go buy Jordans, man. You know what I mean? This is not a staff to nobody who buying Jordans, Zach. This is not that type of thing. Don't say that. I'm just, it's a commercial. Blame Nakawana. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? Blame him. But shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Salaka.
Nah, I gotta say that commercial is, on point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Them brothers put his spirits into that one.
Yeah.
Man.
God, they were shooting dice with hundreds. Come on now. Pay the Passover fee.
They were shooting dice with the C notes, Zach.
Right.
The old school C notes, brother. They wasn't playing. And so, listen, we shooting dice with the C notes after we pay tithes, Zach. Them niggas over there shooting dice and to get a peg, Zach, for the pegs. They're shooting pegs, Zach. They over there getting busy with the according to Bakwasha. Bakwasha said that the new name is Pegasus.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, Pegasus. They don't turn into a Greek mythological creature. You know what I mean? It's rough out here. It's rough out here. The Lord gonna continue to make examples and preserve the UPK, preserve the whole integrity of the school and all the work we're doing. Big up all the brothers who rock to these camps and go out on the street and teach the word of the Lord. You know what I mean? As it was given to you, as it was delivered to you.
That's right.
With no water, no chaser, no change in it at all. None. Whole dollar bills again, no change in it at all. Stand on the street in the snow, in the heat. You know what I mean? Whether you hated or loved, you out there, you rocking and speaking the words of the Lord, because not everybody is able to do it.
That's right.
There's many pretenders out there. There's many people who, would not submit themselves to the discipline you do. You know what I mean? And big up the sisters who support the brothers as they go out there, man, and help strengthen the brothers up and get them less worries and less stress so you could be out there and doing the work of the Lord and be right. Be all the way right up in this thing, man.
That's right. If I could, it's amazing to me. It's not amazing, but it's beautiful to see the it's like a tournament, them tournaments to the death, where one falls and there's only a few left, what I'm saying? Then another one falls and there's only a few left, I don't, if you in the world, you should see is the ISUPK there's only one West.
That's right.
It always is and only will be one West. That's all that's left.
That's right.
Out of all the major groups, all of them have some type of major thing that they've actually done, not no accusation. See, the ISUPK, y'all hate us off of accusation, or y'all hate us off of something that never happened.
That's right.
But you love the people that actually are having all these type of they got a woman got murdered in their organization.
Damn.
Like, I mean, and then another one, he taking pictures. He murdered a transvestite. So these ain't accusations. These is actual facts. They having a whole. They talking about they don't believe in multiple wives, but they having a whole. What's it? Handsmaid situation going on.
Yeah.
Where they passing girls around to get married to this guy, that guy, and this priest and that priest. Then he, sleeps with her, then he passes her to a new brother that come in, and then they all just sit around, I guess, smiling at the new guy, like it's a sister, I'm a boff, she right here for you, brother. After deacon left and right, all the deacons left and right then had they turn with her.
Listen, and they're using them old bastard English names too. Uzziah and Josiah and this just sounds so just like a like a Lego set.
Yeah.
Like a Lego set, like Lego people.
They ain't even keep the real Hebrew. Like, goddamn.
So, meanwhile, Trump is buying out every government he could.
Yeah.
And whoever don't wanna, sell what he wanna buy, he's bogarting the hell out of them. He is bogarting the hell out of them. Like I see Ireland, the foreign minister of Ireland come on the TV and talking about Trump because he met with Conor McGregor on St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, what the hell is Ireland talking shit for? Like, what's your problem? Yeah, I mean, so now you gonna stand? He say, McGregor is not a representative of Ireland against Trump. We consider him toxic masculinity, and he doesn't represent us and this and that. And this is the Irish foreign minister to America. They don't understand. They don't understand, that white supremacy spirit.
Yeah,
they don't understand it. They're gonna lose every ounce, every blade of grass with this devil right here. All roads will lead to Rome.
That's right.
That's what we're going through. All roads will lead to Rome. So, gonna be an interesting time for the rest of the year. Hopefully, for Christ gonna be back soon. Where this thing ain't gonna be rocking like that no more. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And so, what you all want to rock with? How you all feeling? Which story you all want to lead with? Or you want to lead with the CIA? Because I know the CIA one come out today.
Yep.
Let's touch on that. They ain't saying no motive or nothing yet, but we could get a little bit on it and then dive into the other ones.
Okay.
Come. Zach, what you got on anything you have on the CIA? Because I know they're gonna try to play this thing all the way off like this was some internal shit.
Come.
You know what I mean? But it's never that. It's somebody tired of this firing.
Right.
Somebody tired of all this job loss. And why they can't just do what niggas do and go get a job? Go Uber, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Go download the ride share. What the hell is that, man? Pull up and say, hey, how you doing? Where can I drop you off?
Seems
Right.
like Amazon is always hiring.
Say again?
Seems like Amazon is always hiring.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, that's story number 10, sir. I got it.
All right, go ahead.
All cop, they could just go join the military because they're gonna need them. They're gonna need them.
They ain't trying to do that. They want to be around the low hanging fruit. They want to be
That's
around the soft targets. They don't like them targets that shoot back at. Imagine you go to the range, Jack, and as you pointing down range, a red beam is on your forehead. You ain't going back to that range. You're gonna go call the range master and say, hold on, there's a beam coming out of the pile of sand back there. He gonna say, man, you tripping. you ain't gonna go back there. That's these people. That is these people.
Kawakan, sir. What the JFK assassination files have revealed so far, including apparent KGB probe into Lee Harvey Oswald, the long-awaited release of 10...
not this one, because definitely we're gonna touch on that one. I talk
about
that.
No, go ahead, Kasalaki. I said that song really interesting, but as I say, we will get back to
it. Yeah, we definitely had to go into the into the files. Like I was trying to get my hands on that whole thing to go into the class tonight. I was like, I ain't gonna have enough time with this bit.
Yeah,
But we're talking about the standoff that happened this morning.
Okay,
go ahead.
So, like I said, let me just pull it up regular. I don't see it on the list.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's not any stories because this happened. It was an ongoing story.
Okay,
it was an ongoing story, and if you see the devil they pull out, this devil is a damn
Kawakan. Oh,
good.
I got it. Kawakan, sir. Man with apparent handgun outside CIA headquarters in custody after Barricade incident. Federal authorities responded to the CIA headquarters in Virginia on Wednesday after a man brandished what appeared to be a handgun outside the building. At one point, the man pointed a gun at his head, and local police and security personnel were negotiating, according to the sources. The man was taken into custody Wednesday afternoon after several hours in the Barricade incident, police said. The Barricade incident has been resolved, Fairfax County Police said. The suspect surrendered to FCPD negotiators and is in custody. A CIA spokesperson said law enforcement responded to an incident outside the CIA headquarters located in Fairfax County. Additional details will be made available as appropriate, the spokesperson said. The incident prompted a large police response, including from the FBI. Members of the FBI Washington Field Office's National Capital Response Squad and other FBI resources have been deployed to assist our law enforcement partners in response to an incident outside CIA headquarters. The Washington...
Mashak, that agent 005.
Brother.
They know him.
Yep.
They know him.
Yeah.
And he was undercover working somewhere.
Yeah.
That's the only way he get put in the dirt.
Brother, I'm looking for the footage now. You know the robot. You remember when that cop from Dallas went rogue?
Yep.
Yeah.
They had that robot out there. There's footage with the robot out there right in the middle of the Suburbans. So it ain't just one handgun. They're going to try to pass this thing on and make it seem like it's, just some hillbilly. But, even just in this area, I think the name of the street is Dolly Madison Drive. I think that's the name of the main street that crosses. I'm trying to remember it earlier. Brother, they say, if you turn down that cross street to go into the CIA by mistake, you can't leave until they search you.
Yep.
Like how you would make a wrong turn in the hospital and just U-turn and go back out?
Mm-hmm.
Brother, you coming down there, brother, and you be like, oh, hold up. I'm, it's a mistake. It's the wrong address. I was supposed to make a right, not the left. You had to exit the vehicle out.
Yeah.
You had to get pat down and searched because of how, the high security that going on. So where he barricade himself? How he even get in there? How he get the whole firearm? What the hell is y'all talking about?
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember they were saying that with these alphabet groups, what Trump is doing is going to compromise a lot of their field agents and their operations.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
And so this might be the beginning of a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like
sir. Go ahead, Cap.
If I could, just real quick, I don't fully understand the story. So the guy got into the CIA's territory and then did a standoff?
Yeah, he okay, they ain't saying exactly how he get where we seeing him. Right? They ain't saying how he get there. They're not giving us the details. But brother, I think they're saying from 11 this morning. I think he was down there before that, if I'm not mistaken, from what I remember from seeing the news this morning now. And he in there for a while. You know what I mean? They had a barricade first. But then now they're saying, it's not a barricade, or he was barricaded, but just with a handgun. No, that's the intersection to go in there that you're seeing on the screen. And this was breaking, earlier today. I want to say this morning, right? And look at all the cop cars. I mean, the response was ridiculous. I don't know if you've seen all up in the grass in the back is SUVs and Suburbans. And they had some old barricade thing going on that he was blocked in somewhere, but they also had that bomb robot out there. You know what I mean? They also had that bomb robot out there. So that as Captain Nathak's saying, to talk him down, he's got to be somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean? He's got to be somebody to get talked down like that.
Yeah, so like if I may, sir.
Yeah, please,
Khan, sir, I know you might remember, sir. Not a couple of years ago, I slaved down at that building. I was back when I worked in cleaning them offices.
Right.
And I was slaving in that building. And to even get on the compound, the security, it's ridiculous. They have like a turnstile gate for cars. And it's like, I remember the whole process. It was every morning. It was so frustrating to me that I had to come in. Like before you even get to come onto the compound, there's a building right before you reach these turnstile gates. And you had to turn in, if you didn't have a badge, official credentials, you had to turn into the parking lot. And it loops all the way around into the building. You get to go inside the building, go through the first security officers, check you, put your stuff in a locker. This is what every guest has to do every time you show up. And I had to do this every morning. You put your stuff into a locker, then you go and get a temporary badge for that day. You go through the metal detector, all that. You get searched, and then you come back out, and then you leave your car there. You come out. It's like everything is very meticulous. So the fact that this was able to happen, and he was able to get there, like Captain Nathak was saying, as somebody who actually has been on that compound and slaved there, he is somebody that has credentials to get there. And like you were saying, Cap, the beautiful thing about when Esau fights each other, you're going to see all types of treason and mutiny at the highest levels. And I expect to see more and more government documents leaked, secrets leaked. Like this is the perfect time for Russia and China. I was watching a documentary on spies a couple of days ago, and some of the most infamous spy incidents between the FBI and CIA, how they had double agents from China and Russia working. Yeah. And this is the perfect time for China and Russia to recruit spies from disgruntled U.S. Employees at the highest levels, because surely there's a split between the two sides, and there are a lot of oppressors. And here's the thing: it's not going to be us. Like you said, Cap, our people, we're going to take our L. We're going to be hurt and let down because we trusted in this place. and then we're gonna go DoorDash. You know, that's just what it is. We're gonna go DoorDash. We're gonna go back to what we knew. What we know. These oppressors, their entire life is built off of being given things and being handed things, and the expectation of I deserve this, and so it's gonna get way worse. Y'all gonna see. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody come out with some files from the government of what they have been doing to quote unquote the ISUPK, Hebrew Israelites, and other black movements. I wouldn't be surprised if that somehow come out and Lord reveal, like we have been the number one on their surveillance or the number one target, and it's like I wouldn't be surprised if things like that start to come out and people get to see for real. Oh, these people are the devil, and this goes deeper than what we would think.
Yep. They better forget about us and go look for Clyde.
Yeah.
Clyde up in there with handgun. He's somehow get a handgun behind all the checkpoints. And them checkpoints that you described, because that is meant to make it difficult for you to do any sort of mass damage. It's separated from your car, then it's separated from your belongings. Then, because they know who they're training to. They know who they're training, they know the capabilities, brother. And I mean, goddamn, man. Like, this is the CIA headquarters act. This is the building that's responsible for so much turmoil in so many countries all over the world, scattered throughout the history of the earth.
Right. That's right.
And, this oppressor get in there and, have everybody on code red act. Like, I don't understand how he's still alive. I don't get it. Unless they want to hold him alive, like they're saying that fact. They want to hold him, they want to keep him, they want to make sure, he ain't a lone wolf. What I mean? They ain't saying too much. I don't know if you all remember a few years ago when it happened down there on M Street in DC by the Navy Yard.
Yep.
I think that was a brother over something with the work thing. Some work-related issue, but he did not live. I don't think they let him live.
And what about his sister?
Who drove all the
Slaki.
Now go ahead.
Yeah, what about her? When she just drive off on the front, at the front gate, and they offloaded on that car. And I think she had a baby, or somebody was in the car too with her.
She had a daughter in the car. She took them on a run too. She took them on a whole chase, on a whole run, brother. And they, boxed her in and they let loose on the car. They fired so many shots into that car, brother. But somehow this devil, after 5 hours of wasting government time, that's what I'm looking at. He wastes so much time and resources. You'll see the footage with the armored vehicle. Let me see if I go back a little bit. Oh, brother, look at this damn armored vehicle here. I can't wait for Christ to come back. I want to have command of some of this technological power they got, brother. Or the technology the Lord gonna give us, or just the power and presence the Lord give us. Hold on, let me see where I go back. They show you this armed vehicle running down the damn highway. There it is. It's in the second screen, the lower screen, the screen on the lower right. You'll see it shortly. They got this armored vehicle coming down the damn highway. Look at that thing. Look at that thing there, brother. Good night. Listen, I want to pull up in a city for camp with that motherfucker. Come on, brother. I want to pull all the way up with that joker there, and the back doors open and brothers jump out, and general jump out and do the whole salute coming out of that, or 2 or 3 of those pull up. Shit. One with the camp equipment, one with the rest of the brothers out. And a brother.
Trust me.
Say again?
I say it might be a prophet. Trust me.
Listen, come on. I mean, I want one of those. On the back of them, they had the brother with the 50 cal, and he just up there and he looking. He just looking, brother. Like, that is immense power they have.
Yeah, because if them Taliban could have it, shit, why we can have that? If some African in Mogadishu could have it, You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Selake 7.
And you?
It's Selake. Yeah. No, I was just visualizing what Captain Mashak bringing out there and thinking about Jonah coming into Nineveh. And everybody who didn't wanted to listen, everybody stand straight at attention and everybody yield and say, yeah, we're going to serve the Lord now. So,
Yep.
So
you see that power.
All because of this guy here. This one little fool here. Hold on. Where's the you talk with him?
And Selake, not one shot get fired.
That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand what's going on now.
Well, Trump he got a what he do for the JFK? He got to release them files. Yeah, he got to release them files.
You know what I mean? Like all because of this one devil here, brother. I mean, they brought out the whole, I'm still looking for the piece of footage with the damn robot act.
Yeah.
There was so many cars out there. It got to have about 50 SUVs out there. SUVs with different configurations. I ain't never seen a Suburban look like that, bro.
Right.
I mean, brother, the whole body of the thing looked different.
Yeah, he might be, as I say, he might be one of them that they train and they know he's dangerous. That's why you see all the military, them, you know what I mean, them type of machine, you know what I mean, come the way. But the only reason why he live is because maybe, who knows, if they want to use him still. You know, the devil is. You know what I mean? He ain't, you know what I mean, if he ain't had a use for you, you know what I mean, you could just, you know what I mean, book your 6, you know what I mean, a plot in the cemetery.
Yeah.
If he had use for you, trust me, you're gonna be just like this.
He's gonna keep you around.
Yeah, he'll keep you around. It's the same thing he do with Martin Luther King. He knew Martin Luther King was doing all these, you know what I mean, abusing women.
Yeah.
They knew it because they had him wired. You understand?
Right.
But they allowed him to do it because they was using him.
Right.
When they finish using you, you end up like P. Diddy. You know what I mean?
So lock it too, Cap.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. Donald Trump talking about DEI. Nobody talks about how a lot of these people that sit in these seats in these government agencies, they got hired just because of somebody knowing them. They weren't qualified. They got hired because of it. It would not surprise me if this devil is the son of some devil that works there, or somehow is just, related to somebody that's high up.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how this could transpire the way it did unless he's connected to somebody that has a lot of pull, like some director's cousin or his niece, nephew, or some type of connection that it might come out later, or just he might be a Russian asset. Some type of asset where it's like he's working for another country, but something like that, like you were saying, Captain Nathak and Captain Shock, where it's like, this they gonna use him for sure again because of how this transpired. But I'm thinking that he connected to somebody where the order came from on high. Do not harm him. Don't shoot him. That's my son.
That's Bubba. That's Bubba.
Right.
That's Bubba by the gate. You know what I mean?
You.
This is another one here. Oh boy, let me see if I could show you all this one here. Brother, look at the response. This is 3 armored vehicles. 3 armored vehicles with the 50 cal hole on the top of them. And that's just 3 of them. They are the dogs there, all them men there. I mean, look at the response.
God, that's a portable
and who knows?
In the middle.
Yeah.
See again?
That's a portable sniper tower thing in the middle. You see that black thing? That's a big shield they could shoot out of.
See? I didn't even know that. I thought that was a checkpoint. I thought that was a checkpoint. You pull up fire something at the guard, you know, open the window. I thought that's that one. So this is the snipers is in there, and they could rock you from, you know, rock your shit from in the middle of that thing.
Yep.
That's crazy, yeah. That's crazy.
And not one shot get fired. Nah. Nah.
Yeah, like what we come down there for if we ain't gonna shoot him? Y'all could have just wait him out. You let him order, you know, Uber Eats.
And what's the dude's name?
They ain't give his name yet.
Yeah. See, they're gonna get some makeup name. Then they're
Yeah,
not giving it
together.
Yeah,
They definitely had to get a story together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking for the footage with the robot, the bomb robot. But they had that robot there line up with all them SUVs, brother, ready to go in. So they had to have some sort of credible threat from inside that, you know, they wasn't seeing. You know what I mean?
And with stories like this too, it will come out more and more come out that these oppressors, they have a ton of militias that is working for the state, for the government. You understand? And they know, you know what I mean? And who knows, as they say, they get a call saying, you better not, you know what I mean, put a scratch, you know what I mean, or pull one hair off that his head, or it's gonna be some problems.
Yep. They're gonna have every hillbilly from Montana and Utah and Wyoming, which is where a lot of them just be settling.
Yeah.
Out there in that open farmland. Remember Timothy McVeigh in the Oklahoma bombing?
Yeah.
There's a place called Ruby Ridge, which is all the way up in them kind of mountains where all them you know, white nationalist military men is. And they're stockpiling every goddamn thing out.
Yeah. Right.
That's what he looked just like that.
Yeah.
in the kind of, you know, what was the show with them hillbillies with the long beard that used to be on TV?
Duck Dynasty.
With the Duck Dynasty camouflage. You look at the camo on him, he got the Duck Dynasty camouflage. He ain't got the camo that brothers wear. He got the Duck Dynasty camouflage. The Jordans tied all the way up. All the way up and tied around the ankles. This is a white boy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a white boy who, you know. I'm waiting to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear it. This is not, you know, as a police headquarters. This is the CIA headquarters.
Yeah. Yeah. The amount of technology them have around there that could detect, you know what I mean, a ton of stuff.
And intel. He was in there. He like you say, he had the pass to go. They ain't able to do nothing with that.
He's an agent.
Yeah, if I could, because a normal citizen or normal person wouldn't even know where it's at, or like really how to start to get into that, go towards it.
You know, unless you live in that area, you know, that's a part of Virginia. It's, you know, it's close to DC. It's still considered Northern Virginia, so people around here would know. But I can't say, like you saying, Cap, you know, not everybody else gonna know where to go to find that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everybody gonna really know how to find. The way how them places be hidden behind that forest.
Yeah, them trees, yeah.
Yeah, them places be hidden behind them forests. Like sometimes you drive up on something and you will see it in the fall and the winter when them trees get sparse. When all them leaves fall, you might see something and be like, damn, I didn't know this was back here. But in spring and the summertime, all you see is trees and a road going in for about 2 miles. You can't see the front door from the road.
Like a Cap. I remember it was one night I was coming down 295. For those that's not from in the area, 295 is the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. It's a federally owned roadway here in Maryland. And I was right by the area where the NSA was. I was just heading down to DC. And I remember it was nighttime, and I seen police lights, a bunch of them, far in the distance behind me. And for something just told me to slide over, and so I slid over. It was so many lights, it was abnormal. So I stopped and pulled over to the side. Out of nowhere, some cat zoomed by me like a white utility van. Zoom! He had his lights off. And if I didn't move, he would have slammed right behind me. And as I watched him zoom by me with no lights on, I seen, I kid you not, coming out of the damn woods of the interstate, pickup trucks driving out of the woods, straight up, Cap. This was like 2 years ago. They came out of the woods from both sides and converged and just drove. They driving over the middle part, and he came on my side, and they took off and got behind them. And then finally, the police cars caught up all the cars. But I was like, where the hell did these pickup trucks come from? They came out of the damn woods. I was like, yo.
That them Ford F-150.
For people who probably wouldn't even who wouldn't know this, hold on, let's see if I could get it up there.
Right.
This is a section of the highway that officer like speaking about. Now you see it's just let me see, I'll make it bigger. You see it's just green, you see it, nothing else. There ain't no street lights. So at night it's just your headlights. And brother, you take that NASA exit arc. You can't go up in there. They're gonna stop you. You can't go all the way up. There's so much people would have, sometimes take the wrong exit, end up in there, and end up in a whole search. And they're running this dude down on this highway at night, like what Kazak's saying. And brother, they don't have everything positioned on that 295. They don't get the call early since 15 minutes up the road. And they'll intercept your ass like that. This right all around DC. It's just not the area to play too much bullshit with. It's really just not the area to play with.
Yep. See, the part I was on, Cap, it was a little further up still. So that brick median wasn't right there. Yeah, concert. So because what happened was a pickup truck came all the way from the opposite side from the woods. And then there was one that came from my side, and they literally converged out of the woods. And the one from the far side cut across the opposing lanes and then came into my lane. And this one came out the woods and came down. And I sat there in the car because I'm in disbelief of everything that happened within a matter of 10 seconds. I said, what the hell is going on? Right. Just like this. Well, you can't see the other side. The part I was at is where you could see both lanes. And so it's just like a little dip. And so that's what it's like. And at nighttime, you can't see nothing. All that is dark.
Yep. And they have these things right there, around super high security. And let one of us make the mistake is going to be a problem. I even think either that NSA exit or the NASA exit. There was somebody drove up there, and I think they lit the car up a few years ago.
Some Asian.
Yeah, they lit that car up. They didn't even, there was no stopping and figuring shit out. It was after hours. I think they shined the lights. He didn't want to stop. And that was just that. They just, shred the car and then they'll figure out everything after. So the fact that devil, brother, the fact that he's still alive, and
with a gun too.
Come on, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Like with a gun too? Nah. They had to tell me in that report it was a water gun or something. A fake gun or something. It had an orange, an orange nozzle or something like that.
He had a peg. He had one of Sakari's peg out. Like, back up, I'm gonna peg you. Everybody back. Everybody back. I'm you back.
But I will just try my arm about speaking for 1 minute.
He said, stand back. Peg back and peg by.
I know how to use this thing. I know how to use it.
Right.
Pegged up and fully dangerous. Pegged and fully dangerous. Like it's listen, brother. I already know the rest of this year is going to be very interested in the earth. It's going to be very, very interested in the earth, man. It's going to be a hell of a time to be in the truth because we're going to really know and be able to see and explain what's going on and what's been happening. You know what I mean? You're going to really be able to see it.
Talking about it being interesting too. what's her name? Candace Owens, you know what I mean? She, I mean, you know what I mean, something she, you know what I mean, say I agree with, but you know what I mean, majority of it, you know what I mean, she ain't in the truth. But brother, she was on Piers Morgan recently, right?
Right.
Kanye West is Piers Morgan is trying to get her to speak on Kanye West and his, you know what I mean, state of mind, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Piers Morgan plays a video of Kanye West in a one of them Grand Dragon with them hoodies, Ku Klux Klan, you know what I mean, the hoodie and the whole dress code for the class. And then he had the SWATs, the SWATs symbol, SWATs, whatever, the symbol of the Nazi symbol.
Right.
Right on the chest here. Now, Piers Morgan proceeds to say, yo, why is he doing this? Why is he antagonizing the so-called Jewish man? And Candace was like, yo, I saw him in a Ku Klux Klan hoodie. Why ain't say he disrespecting black people? Cut him out. Cut him. And you know what I mean? We should show you, you know what I mean? Like the more and more Esau keep on doing what he's doing, black people gonna start, you know what I mean, waking up and realizing, you know what I mean? They ain't in the truth, but they're gonna realize, yo, this man here, he's the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell you, if you see that clip, I don't know if you could play Piers Morgan, but that little 2 minutes interchange, brother, if you see his face, yeah, he was shocked.
Yeah, that somebody would even say it.
Yeah.
That somebody would even say it. I think this is what they're talking about. This is what she referring to, where he indicated.
No. Not that one. He was in a full out suit arc.
No, I'm talking about what she referring to with the KKK hoodie.
No. That's what I'm saying. Kanye West did something else where he was in a full out suit.
Let me see if I find it.
And he had the SWAT sticker, the symbol showing.
Let me see if I find it.
If you can't, I tell you, I can pull the video up for you quick.
Because of the video, I ain't too sure about the copyright thing, and I ain't want to get, you know.
Yeah, well, then no. Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, that Candace Owens, brother, she'll say some, you know, real shit from time to time, but of course, she in the world and her husband is an oppressor, so you can't, you know, put weight on her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she'll say some shit that's right, and then, like, you know, any Israelite in the world, especially a sister, you're gonna have to check on some of the shit coming out her mouth.
Yeah, especially without George Floyd. She bent on George Floyd, you know what I mean, his death being linked to fentanyl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. And you know what I mean? That's what, you know what I mean? As I say, like, they're not in the truth, but, you know what I mean? Certain things they say, yeah, I mean, be on point. And that, what she said was, you know what I mean, totally on point, where she showed the hypocrisy, you know what I mean, of white people. You know what I mean? Show you how, you know what I mean, where their mind is. They're not even thinking about black people. To them, we are just, you know what I mean, we nothing to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm finding other images in a, you know, a white KKK suit, but I don't think it's Kanye.
What about a still image?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if you could I'm gonna see if I could get that and hit a still image and send it to you.
And it's like, if I may too, while we finding that, it just reminded me of, we had a battle at camp in DC this past Saturday, and some devil came up and pretty much tried to chastise us on we're wrong for how we feel about white people as black people.
Right.
And so I've asked them, it's like, well, do you love all white people? No, excuse me. Yeah, I asked him, do you love all white people? And he said, no. I said, well, you don't even love all white people, so how do you expect black people to even love white people?
Right.
He was like, well, you know what? I do love all white people. I was like, well, let's try this again. I'm gonna give you another chance. I was like, are you a Trump supporter? He said Trump. Yeah, Trump for sure. He was like, do you love Joe Biden as a Trump supporter? And he quickly, no. I said, well, you just said you do love all white people. Joe Biden is white. You don't love Joe Biden. It's like white people, you're allowed, you see you're allowed to have emotions and feel some type of way about people, even your own people. But then you look at us and you're so focused on what you think is what's wrong with us. And it just reminds me of that with Piers Morgan, how he trying to call out Kanye, but he's looking over the hundreds of years of evil white people have done to black people. And it's like, you oppressors, man, you are something else, man. It's like, why are you the only ones allowed to have disdain and hatred and justify it? And I'm asking him, why? Well, why? How come you don't love Joe Biden? Well, his policies, it affected my family. So you mean to tell me you've never met Joe Biden in person? He never personally did anything to you, and yet you don't love Joe Biden? I was like, you don't see how you're a hypocrite? And he just couldn't understand it. He couldn't understand. He might have understood it. He a devil, so he might have understood it, but he played like he didn't understand. You understand why black people would have the audacity to not love white people? And it's like you oppressors. You constantly trying to find some type of moral flaw within us when it's like you are the immoral, the vessel of dishonor on the earth.
Exactly.
That's right.
Like they're free to have disdain and any sort of dislike for anybody, but let one of us do it. It becomes a problem. You know what I mean? Like that's real freedom there. The real freedom is that now you could love who you want and hate who you hate, but somebody else can't do that, and somebody else shouldn't do that, and they're gonna feel a type of way if that thing happens. If somebody else feels that way, you get what I'm saying? Like you're not free to hate and love who you want to. You only free to hate who they're comfortable with you hating, and love who they're comfortable with you loving. Meanwhile, Biden's policies affected his family. America's life, the existence of America affected all our families, and we don't have this right, according to him, to have disdain for the white man or reject him or want justice. We shouldn't even talk about it.
Right.
This is all over talking on the street, not you declaring war and reading them riot act and marching with guns and shit. Not that. You just on the street with a Bible and some planks of wood, and you're not even allowed to do that shit, brother. Listen, I'm telling you straight up and down. He better go talk to the CIA man and ask him if he love white people, because that nigga there, what's his name? Clyde. Jeremiah. They're gonna give him a good old biblical name. They're gonna call him Mordecai. He got a good old biblical name. He better go find out if he love white people.
That's right.
That's who he need to go. He shouldn't be worrying if you love white people. He needs to go find out if Dylan Storm Roof love white people.
That's right.
If he love white people. If what's the other one there from Waco?
David Koresh.
David Koresh. He need to find out if David Koresh love white people.
Right.
You busy trying to, you shouldn't be talking like that, and you should love nigga. Shut up.
Right.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Salakia.
Yeah, and what's so ironic about this, even coming in contact the first Caribbean, and being around the oppressor for the first time, and as you say, the tribe of Judah, they be around them the whole entire life, and knowing their whole whereabouts, and brothers coming up from the Caribbean, North, South, and Central America, and thinking that this beast, it is, he's so kind, he's so loving, not knowing underneath that loving or kind face that he might portray is only deceit. And this is why it's so important that, as we say, anything that coming out of the mouth of righteous black men, and knowing who this beast is, we should take heed to it, because without taking heed to it, now we be falling victim to them daily. Even I just what happening right now with our brothers, the tribe of Manasseh. You know how they try to villainize him. You know, even trying to put let me say sanctions on him, and you would see it coming out of the news now that every one of the brothers, let me say the Caribbean country that has the doctors or the Cuban doctors, they try to call, let me say, either we stay away from them or face this, you know let me say sanctions. Are you coming in and not knowing that it was so right last night when you were talking on the in the conflict zone with Officer Badwan, right? And not knowing that the tribe of Manasseh, it's so spiritual that Joseph's son and Joseph and Benjamin was, I will say, brothers, and Manasseh being one of the son of Joseph, it's like, hey, they handling all, let me say, the whole Caribbean is doctors from
That's
Cuba,
right. Yeah.
the whole Caribbean.
Mhm.
And when when you see the Barbadian Prime Minister come out and say, hey, I rather give up my visa
That's
than
right.
it shows it's so spiritual, because now, hey, this is my family, and not knowing that, hey, you're just talking of just being around them. So again, to know this beast and to understand this beast, as we say, is brothers lost connect, and it be coming back through righteous prophets or righteous black men under the teaching or the tutoring that our king laid down, right?
Right.
So that's what to say that. Yes, that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
you're right about that. Like that doctor thing in the Caribbean is huge.
Yeah.
And in the Caribbean, it mightn't be known so much worldwide, but in the Caribbean, everybody know. You have any major surgery, head, heart, lungs, you go in Cuba.
That's it. Yeah.
Everybody know that shit. Like you get one of them Cuban dog. And this is the other thing. Like the Caribbean is also filled with who? The East Indian, who's doctors, and the African and Nigerian and them. Ain't nobody stopping them.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody, trying to kick them out. But they don't want us together. And the more they fight to keep us apart, is the more we're gonna be together.
Yes.
That's right.
Hey, Silaki Cap. I don't know if you can see the picture. I don't know if you can pull it up. I put the picture there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. There was a white hoodie. Hold on. Let me pull this one down.
Yeah, that right there.
Oh, I see the chain.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like you just see the chain, but you seeing hoodie. You understand? You seeing the whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But white people just see that swastika right there. That joint on his chest, that's all they're seeing. And that's for sure they're not even in tune with black people. They're not even in tune that these people did that to us. You understand?
That's crazy. So Kanye did this shit?
Yeah. But he to me, he's showing them, yo, you all a bunch of hypocrites. Because he ain't crying out for the black people, you crying out for them Jewish people. He just have some small swastika right here. They're crying out for the Jewish man. There's like, why is he attacking the Jewish community? They ain't saying why he attacking the black community. They ain't saying that. And he is showing them up to be hypocrites. And he's capitalizing on what they capitalize on when it comes to us.
Right.
So,
and brother, okay, this is so crazy where I'm trying to look it up now.
I think it's on his it's some
no, something else. This is something else I'm about to show, right? Bear with me one. Where is it? Oh, hold on. Like that KKK garb, you will not find that nowhere else but in the in some European Catholics. Some of the European Catholics still wear it till this day when they're marching through the streets with Easter. But brother, this swastika is as old. Is old. This is on a Hindu temple. You all see the little 3 sign here and the swastika there. Like this is older, old as dirt. That symbol. So how would they have the monopoly on the swastika and want to make a big deal about it when that garb is was the uniform of the people who murdered us.
Yeah.
Like
That's the biggest thing on them. That's the biggest thing on them.
Exactly. Like that's a genius play right there. Let me see what bothers you more.
That's it.
This swastika that's an East Indian symbol.
Yeah.
Or this, KKK outfit that was just, damn.
Yeah. I tell you, if you hear how the sister cut him and he was
stuttering.
She was hitting him. That's because
wild.
what he was doing, he was trying to drive a wedge between her and Kanye West. You know what I mean? Just like what the devil be doing. Trying to drive a wedge between your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what they feed off of. The more chaos that go on in your community, the better for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now they could sit back and watch you, you know what I mean, you all, you know what I mean, we go at it. And they just, you know what I mean, gobbling up the earth. But now the Lord is putting it in front with face. That these people, that's all they're doing. Like right now, you cannot believe anything coming out that media. You cannot believe anything. You know what I mean? The regular, you know what I mean, black man that watching the news. You can't believe anything that's coming out of the news right now.
Yeah,
you
gotta be real circumspect.
Yeah, I'm telling you, especially with that story that, you know what I mean, I don't know if you want to jump to it with that Trump, what he did again with the story. I forget the word he used where he let it out.
Oh, where he released the files? Yeah, we could jump to that. We could jump to that.
Yeah.
We could get it in.
Because why they doing it now? Like, you expect me to believe what's in that file after what you're doing in the media?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fool to believe what's in that file. I'm a fool.
I'm gonna tell you straight. I think it's the driver that did the whole hit. I don't care about no Lee Harvey Oswald. I think it's the driver that did the whole hit. I seen the video where the Kennedy wife get up and crawl to the back of the car like she's running away from something in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the driver turning around and popped him and popped the dude in the front too, and the other dude where they say the bullet hit Kennedy, then hit the other dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but that shit ain't sounding too right to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could get
you know who they're saying in on it also too, but they say they pulled the name out of it. That's not the small hats.
Small hats, yeah.
Yeah. And they pull the name. They name nowhere in the document. I think what they're saying. They say there are about 6 players in it. Not them. So how the hell you tell me I would believe that? Nah. Esau know who did it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I want to see what they're going to say about Martin Luther King.
When them files drop already, right? Or they still had to come?
I think they still had to come. But I think Kennedy was the first one to actually come out. And I did not know that they assassinated 2 Kennedys. I thought it was just one.
Yeah. The second one was a full assassination, or this was attempted?
No, both Robert Kennedy and JFK, sir.
Okay, the other one was the one that who's the one that got shot in DC in the chest?
That had to have been Robert Kennedy, I believe. I know it happened in 68. I'm not sure if it was in DC, but I do know Robert
I think
Kennedy.
it was in DC. I think he didn't die. Whichever one of them Kennedys it didn't die. I think it was an attempt. Like one of them either got shot in the chest or the bodyguard got shot or something like that.
Oh, that might have been Reagan.
Yeah,
I think Reagan
was Reagan. Okay,
was shot in DC.
Okay,
it looked like a BB gun or something. I don't know.
as long as it ain't one of Sakari's pegs, Zach. As long as it ain't a pegging kit.
Oh, the hell you get? Yeah, I mean, you get shot in the chest, close range, and you come out. Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell was that.
Let's get it. Who are the story?
Colin, I got it, sir. What the JFK assassination files have revealed so far, including apparent KGB probe into Lee Harvey Oswald, the long-awaited release of tens of thousands of files on the assassination of President John F. Kennedy Tuesday night sparked a desperate search for new clues into the shocking 62-year-old crime. But much of the trove turned out to confirm information long known. Gerald Posner, the author of the best-selling 1993 book, Case Closed, Lee Harvey Oswald and the Assassination of JFK, told the Post in a phone interview on Wednesday he was about 22,000 pages into the newly released files, but had yet to see a bombshell piece of evidence. I haven't seen anything yet that is real news, but that doesn't mean there isn't something, Posner said. The biggest question I have as I go through is, why were these classified for so many years? It's pretty preposterous. The documents do contain some tantalizing tidbits surrounding the tragic events of November 22nd, 1963, with one file exploring a theory that a small clique in the CIA being involved, as well as an apparent KGB investigation to determine whether assassin Lee Harvey Oswald was a secret Russian agent. A June 1967 memo details how a former U.S. Army intelligence officer, Gary Underhill, fled Washington, D.C. very agitated the day after Kennedy was shot and claimed to a friend that a small clique within the CIA was behind the assassination. The day after the assassination, Gary Underhill left Washington in a hurry. Late in the evening, Salagi, he showed up at the home of a friend in New Jersey, reads the memo, quoting from a story in the contemporary left-wing magazine Ramparts. He was very agitated. A small clique within the CIA was responsible for the assassination, he confided, and he was afraid for his life and probably would have to leave the country, the document goes on. Less than 6 months later, Underhill was found shot to death in his Washington apartment. The coroner ruled it a suicide. Underhill, a Harvard graduate and former U.S. Army captain who worked as a journalist and intelligence officer during World War II, was said to be on a first name basis with many of the top brass in the Pentagon and on intimate terms with a number of high-ranking CIA officials. The friends whom Underhill visited say he was sober but badly shook. They say he attributed the Kennedy murder to a CIA clique which was carrying on a lucrative racket in gun running, narcotics, and other contraband, the Ramparts passage reads. It noted that the CIA clique allegedly killed Kennedy.
Kazak, so hold on.
God.
That CIA barricade from this morning, it mightn't be unrelated. You might have been right in the spirit to pull that article first. Like, what did he read?
Yeah.
Because them files come out yesterday, right? Or the day before? Yesterday.
This week. Sometime this week could be
Monday.
Monday.
He read something on. Listen, I want to hear. They had to come up with a whole report. We had to call a council. I want to hear from what the CIA got to say, bro. Send them the council, brother. General Q, send them that council link. They had to come in here. Had to say what the hell happened, man.
Right. Yeah.
What was he so mad about? Yikes.
And that should show you how, powerful this place is. How in the hell the CIA can investigate the CIA? You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody who gonna get charged for what? You know what I mean? It's done how much? 50 years past, everybody done passed away. Nobody to get justice. The same thing you do with Martin Luther King. They knew who did it. They know why to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But it wait till now, until everybody almost, done passed away. So no judgment whatsoever.
Yeah, until it's feasible for them.
Yeah. Because now they're trying to put, and this is a textbook way of, you see in the oppressor creating an enemy. You know what I mean? And the enemy they're trying to create is Russia. They're always trying to create an enemy. You know what I mean? But the black man, Hispanic man, and First Nation, you going to church to learn to love everybody.
Right.
Understand? You learn to love everybody. When he is constantly pushing his people and creating enemies for his people. Like, why in the hell you don't hear them saying, you know what I mean, let's come together with the Russians. Let's come together with the Ukrainians. Hell, let's come together with Hamas. You understand? But they ain't doing that. But when it comes to us, we have to come together with the people that done destroyed us, that done tell us to forget about the past. Well, you ain't forgetting about the past because you still letting out secrets about the past. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't forget about it. Otherwise, them papers would have done been burnt already.
Yeah.
You'd have been burnt.
So lock.
Come on, Cap.
If I could, what you saying is so right, Captain. They still, you know, not just you got controversial figures like JFK, but they go all the way back to Caesar's time about who assassinate, you know what I'm saying, the different Praetorian guards and different things like that. So they believe in bringing up the past.
Yeah.
So like I yield.
Yeah. They just be convenient with the shit.
Yeah.
They use it conveniently. Like everything, if it's one thing with this oppressor, he'll weaponize everything if it benefits him.
Yeah.
Like there's something for us as a people, we, you know, well, we can't do that. You know, that's a child, or we can't do that. That's, you know, that's water. Everybody got to drink water. Not him. He weaponized every damn thing if it means he could be victorious.
Yeah. Because why would you even bring this out now? To this is just a pure distraction. Because nothing in there, I'm telling you, like in there, it might have some truth, but there's also lies in there also too. So now you had to sit down and what? Piece the puzzles together. Piece the puzzles, you know what I mean? While he gobbled up the earth, while he put black people in prison, you know what I mean? While he sent brothers from here to prison in El Salvador.
Right.
While he, you know what I mean, go round up the Mexicans on the border. This is just a distraction for black people. You know what I mean? Let the oppressor, let him sit down and read them 800 pages.
Right.
Yeah. He know exactly who did what. They don't need that. You know what I mean? Like this is just, you know what I mean, distract us. Salaki. I yield. Salaki.
Sluggy, can I let me cut you off too? So Sluggy, sir. No, I was going to say, and this is once again the oppressor is proving how much he's a hypocrite, because I'm personally tired of seeing documentaries about JFK, who did it. I'm tired of seeing discussions about it and all the time. Why is it relevant? Get over it. You white people that's talking about JFK, get the hell over it. He's dead. You weren't alive when he was killed. Get over it.
Right.
What do you care? Get over it, man. I swear you oppressors, you love to be victims. You love to sit and be sad and be victims, and you're talking about something that happened 62 years ago. When are you going to get over it? But you're allowed to care about the things that have happened in the past, even when you weren't around and you had nothing to do with you. But for some reason, we have to now move forward, and we have to forgive and you know, start fresh with the new slate. Nah, you're a hypocrite, and you should get over it. Stop talking about JFK. We have enough documentaries. We have enough conspiracies. Get over it. Move on.
I'm right. Damn right.
Right. Were you assassinated?
Right. Did it happen to you? Were you there? No, listen, you're right. You absolutely right. All this victim mentality they play.
Right.
You know, this whole victim mentality they want to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And listen, they could release whatever files they want. No, this is after the pop. I think this is right after the pop. I don't want to show the whole thing because of what they're gonna do. They're gonna flag. But this is his wife in the back in the car. She didn't go down. She didn't seek cover. She was crawling out the car like you run away from gunfire. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever they're coming to say now, brother, I need to know who the driver was. Who was it? A Uber? Was it a Lyft? Who was driving that damn vehicle? Like, I need to know. Was it Jason Statham?
It's a lot
Was
of
it him? Come on, God, please.
I know one thing. I know they stopped driving those drop top convertibles after that changed the whole way they did security. Before then, you see, that was a whole convertible, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A drop top vehicle, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they changed it after that right there. That's the last time you seen a president ride an open vehicle. You know what I'm saying, down there. And it's fresh in their memory because even in Dallas, you go out to eat at some of those restaurants, they still have the newspaper clipping in a frame of the Kennedy assassination.
Wow.
They still have the newspaper clipping of Pearl Harbor. So those things, those are in their mind is almost like antiquity. So they look at it like it's a part of American history. I remember where I was getting a root beer on that day. I was everybody, and you have these people, certain people that made a whole career off just like a just conspiracy, investigative journalists. Then they got the tapes, they went in, they got whatever information they could. They talked to people who was on the quote unquote grassy knoll in Dallas.
Right.
And they do documentary after documentary after documentary. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I'm saying. And Trump he knows what he's doing. He's playing when he released things like this. He's playing to his base.
That's it.
That's the base of which is quote unquote the MAGA people. So that's what he's trying to do with this situation here. It's like out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Salaki.
Now I gotta say on his base had to be, like the most, special cases, on the planet. Because they're gonna bring this out. How much years now? That's 50 years after.
Almost, or a little more.
Right. And you think the government will let you know what actually happened?
Right.
You really think the government will let you know what happened? You really think the CIA will let you know what happened? To this day, black people, don't even know that they have all the records of your family. You understand? In the archives, and you can't even go pull it up. Why don't ask the president to go release all the files on slavery? And see who was your family master? Why don't ask him to go release all the files?
Right.
Kennedy has nothing to do with us, so don't worry about Kennedy. He's just fine. You know what I mean? He's just fine. Because Zach's saying, just get over it. You tell black people to get over slavery. Get over Kennedy, man. He gone.
Right. I'm
That's yep. Like that's it. Like they don't market the whole thing and hunger the whole damn thing. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's a crazy situation.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for this thing here. One of the brothers, Ribs, posted something today on Facebook, and this is from some university textbook, I believe. Right, I think it's Itazov's Rib. I'm looking for it now. Where they
you talking about the Louisiana?
That's it. Is it like a study, or it's a textbook or something, right?
It's a textbook. I believe it's from LSU. Let me see. It was talking about the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because Cap, you heard that in England recently they just finished paying reparations to some of them slave master.
Who lost the slaves from the rebellion, right?
From I don't know it's pertaining to slaves. They're getting reparation. They just finished paying off them people, which means they have the records of what they did to black people. They have the records of who we are. You understand? They have it.
Yeah, they definitely do, because I think this has been going on since like 2004 or 6 or something. they was paying back schools like Oxford, University of Oxford, and churches that lost money after slavery was so-called, quote unquote, abolished. They was repaying the hell out of them.
Yeah.
This is the post the sister made here, Sister Shamara. That's Officer Itazar's rib, right? And it, hold on, damn, I think I'd have dropped this one. Hold on, and gave the other one. Slovakia. All right, y'all could see it. I'm gonna try to zoom in some more. All right, yeah. Louisiana State University, Creole New Orleans, Race and Americanization. All right, edited by Hirsch and Joseph Logsdon, published by Louisiana State University in 1992, Baton Rouge and London, page 67 and 69. Page 67, 16 slave trading ships arrived from the Senegal region. 6 ships came from Judah and landed at the mouth of the Mississippi. And in 1731, 1 ship from Judah landed 464 slaves at the mouth of the Mississippi. Page 69. It states that the Company of India, I had to find out who this Company of India is, because boy, I'm listening. God damn it. I had to find out who this Company of India is. Had a trading post at Judah with all the nations of Europe. Let's come to find out Elam had a hand in the slavery long before indentured labor.
Yes. Yes.
Let's find that out.
Silaki Cap.
Come on.
That's why that book that Eric Williams wrote, that should be a national treasure, and it should be studied in every school in Trinidad. But they will not do it, because then Black people gonna wake up and realize the East Indian on the island was put there as a reward for England making what do you call that, like deals with India.
Yeah,
you understand?
Absolutely.
Like they like what this book bringing out, like that book what is Capitalism
and Slavery.
Yes,
Capitalism and Slavery.
Yes, that book is a heavy book, and the fight done to bring that book.
You know what I mean? So say India had a trading post at Judah with all the nations of Europe. Table 1 in the back of the book will show the origins and number of slaves brought to Louisiana from Judah, Africa. So meaning we wasn't just mixed in, we had our own separate place, and they called it Judah.
Yeah.
Right? From 1719 to 1743. Now, this is the kicker. Place of origin, Judah. Year landed, number of slaves. Total Hebrews imported.
Damn.
Brother.
They can't argue with that, Cap.
Come on, Ak.
They can't argue. Once again, the 7 heads were right.
That's it.
You can't argue with the ISUPK.
That's right.
We don't work for the university. We don't work. We didn't write this, but they see this is they want to stop when the conversation gets to this point here, Cap.
Yeah,
right.
Like you bringing out this Meshach, and you'll have them small hats saying this is anti-Semitism. You'll have them saying that, and when you bringing out history, you understand. And I just saying this is just me. Right, when it comes to the whole DNA, you know, another one going under. Some 21, they filing for bankruptcy just now. It's just high conspiracy. I'm thinking it's the small hats that trying to destroy that whole DNA BS, because they more than likely going and recognizing that they're 99.9% European from either Poland, Germany, or Russia. And they can't afford for that to come out. They cannot.
Listen, they're gonna have to put cement on the soil, because the Bible said the earth will help the woman.
That's
what
right.
the Bible said. And just listen, Trump releasing files, the Lord releasing files the same time.
That's right.
That's right.
Like this sister got this picture here and dropped that post. I mean, No, like you saying, Gahan, they want to talk about the UPK and everything. This was written long before you decided to stick a peg in your ass. This was written and recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So who the hell are you to speak ill on Arya's name like that? The way you did.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna never let it. We ain't gonna never live it down. We not letting that shit die. I see Tazaria make a post. The little sodomite, the bunch of sticks. I want to say the F word, but I know by now the small hats watching. He done made a poll on the internet saying, should I come back to YouTube? Yes or no? And you know these filthy fucking bastards is saying yes, he should come back. So all them tears was for nothing. No problem. The UPK gonna roll through and stomp through everything else, man.
Yeah,
stomp through everything else. Come on, Con.
I'm trying not to go there. But you know, since we're talking about a poll, take the poll and shove it up your ass.
Damn right.
And you know, I've been thinking about this for a while, Cap. Just watching this whole bullshit play out. I always see people who fall that come against the UPK. And when they fall, they always say, well, don't you want to give mercy? I keep hearing that. But I never hear them say, you know what? So you don't want the authority of the ISUPK.
Right.
You don't want to come under the command of Commanding General Yohana, but you want mercy.
Yeah.
Why do you care what we think in the first place? Why would it matter to you?
Yeah.
See, these bastards don't care about the law.
That's right.
That's what you're going to realize with these people.
Yeah.
They just need to keep people propped up to rival Commanding General Yohana. That's all this is about.
Yeah.
Just keep, it don't matter. They'll keep sinning, and you're gonna find out they're gonna with mercy, and you're gonna get. It's gonna be a pattern where you're gonna start to say they really don't care about the law, and they don't care about righteousness. An honorable man would do a certain thing, but you can't expect honor from a dishonorable person. They're gonna keep trying to make themselves clean, and they're not.
Yeah.
You understand? You don't want to come under the authority of the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, but you want mercy. Imagine that. I thought you had you did with the Lord. The Lord did with you. What you got to ask us for mercy for? No, you don't want us to speak about it. And we're going to keep speaking about it. Since you want to get a poll for this and a poll for that, take the poll and shove it up your ass. It's like I yield.
And they talk about it. I didn't talk about the truth hard, Mashak.
Listen, right? The truth can't be that hard. It ain't that difficult if that's what you do in your spare time.
Yeah. I mean,
if I could,
mercy by grace. You know what I mean? It's a lack here.
If I could, that's what I love about this truth in the way the Lord is, because He's separating the men from the batty boys. You understand? Letting the world know, who's real, who's fake, and it's just gotta. Israel, like the scripture says, peculiar people, hard-headed, rebellious nation. You know what I'm saying? And so, I just pray for our people, man, to get back right. Get in here. I mean, there's a straight gate for a reason. That's what the Lord said. You got to enter in the straight gate. You can't go in through the side door, the back door, or nothing else. You got to.
Right. No, you're right. That's right.
Yeah, that was.
You're right. That's precept, Cap.
I wouldn't.
That's in the spirit.
Captain, you rubbing off on me, Captain. You rubbing off on me, Captain.
I can say one thing. No, you're right. You on the precept. If you go any other way, the Bible say you a thief.
Yep.
That's right.
So you have. I'll tell you what. I'll say it this way. You trying to make an unlawful entry.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm trying to get my social media words together. You're trying to make an unlawful entry.
Yep.
and it's not
Mhm.
lawful in more ways than one.
Yeah.
You want to ask people, should you come back? Like, come on, man. Like,
Mhm.
once again, this not a democracy we running.
That's right.
The Lord, you about to see what he do with this place that he don't care about democracy. You see what happened to Kennedy?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hear brothers in the street all the time. I hear them a lot of times, and I hear the young brothers. They got this thing going on with the old brothers and the younger brothers, and I hear the young brothers talk about, and it's so spiritual when I hear a young brother say, "Well, man, why the old head do that? Why he do this?" And I hear other younger brothers say, "Man, he under that old law." I'm hearing, but it's a street code, but they saying he under the old law. Well, let me tell you something. The reason you consider it old, a lot of when the Bible say the Lord is gonna give us a new commandment, it was new to us, but it wasn't new to him.
Right.
It's from the beginning.
That's right.
You didn't know that way. You want to rise up against Commander General Yohana. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make a prophecy right now. After this Passover, see, shame it ain't enough for shame for you. You don't have no shame. After this Passover, a lot of you, the Lord gonna just start putting to death. Now you watch.
That's right.
If
That's
you don't
right.
show up to this Passover and come and get under the right order, a lot of you groups saying, and I'm talking about wholesale.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about one or two. After this Passover, you watch what the Lord do to you. Now you're gonna know if the UPK is of the Lord.
That's right.
The Lord has seen enough.
Yep.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? He just seen enough with this foolishness. And you try to shame the gospel. You want to know why it's so difficult dealing with Israel? Half of the time it's because of cats like you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because
That's
you got
right.
a quote unquote platform. The Lord don't give a damn about that. Out here, you know what I'm saying? Out here parading yourself like you a Hebrew Israelite. Shaming.
Yeah.
Trying to shame the work.
That's right.
Nah, man. Take the pole and stick it up your ass.
I'm looking for the damn post. I can't find the post now. Tazariak just posted a little while ago the screenshot. Should I return to YouTube? And I think brothers were saying that from the beginning. Watch how they're going to accept him like Eddie Long. I remember somebody said it.
Yeah.
They're going to accept him right back like Eddie Long because they're a bunch of Christians. All I'm just saying, you know. I think you're better to stay away from UPK camps, you know, going forward. You might as well go join hands with the purpose Sodomites. You know, they'll be down with you with all that butt play. You know what I mean? They'll be down with all that nonsense with you, with them. Some of the women, they probably done experience. You might get the right drive, the right thing there for you. I love it over here. Yeah, I mean, they'll change the song. Remember they had a song saying broke niggas, that's what we don't like. They'll say broke back niggas, that's what we like. That's what they want to do.
Good night. And you know what? It's all coming together because I remember specifically them Sakari cats. They sided with those purple homosexuals when that situation happened with our brothers in Kansas City, the Kansas City 4.
Yeah.
And all I know is you taught an excellent class on demons tonight, sir. And those LGBTQ demons and Sakari were more comfortable and familiar with those purple LGBTQ demons than the truth because they have much more in common than we knew at that time.
That's right.
Any of you that choose to follow either one of those groups, just know men like me in the UPK are going to assume you are gay.
That's it.
That's it. It's flat out. I'm going to assume you're gay, the gayest of gays. You understand? Because it's like not only do you not we already know we know Nate sent Rod pictures. We know that. That's confirmed. And you still follow him, you're gay. We know Gorilla Hebrew, Chimpanzee Hebrew, he getting paid. And you still follow him, you're gay. And I'm gonna just throw on some extra. You're a child molester too. We just ain't found that out yet. And you got HIV.
That's right.
Brother, listen, I've been say tonight. Somebody go check on them kids, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody go check on them children. And let's see what they're seeing.
Yep.
let's see what horrific thing you did around them that don't traumatize them, because you can't, sit. Paul said, I stay on myself. I forget how the paraphrasing it wrong. Therefore, I stay under my body so I don't become cursed to like those who I teach or cursed after teaching everybody. Like, you could not do that. Neither did you seek help for it.
That's it.
When help was offered, you came to the table and you rejected it, man.
Yeah,
you rejected it. The Lord is not somebody who you could pass up.
That's right.
And he feel okay about it. The Lord, and you see what he did to Jonah. Jonah didn't want to go do it. You see what he did to Jonah. Moses, brother. Moses. The Lord said, Moses, go do this. Moses made an excuse. The Lord got angry with him. He said, didn't I make your mouth up?
That's right.
Like, you can't do that, shitter. You can't do that. Like, you don't get offered and then you don't refuse. Well, take that now. Salaka, please.
No, Cap, what you saying is so right. The Lord, he's not like, he don't take refusal well.
Right.
Like you said, and even when, like you said, brought up Moses, he was like, well, who I'm going to tell him that sent me? He didn't give him a precept. He said, I am that I am.
Yep.
I ain't got time for all this explaining to do. You don't want I am that I am to say it is what it is. You don't want that to happen. He extends his hand to you. You better embrace it.
That's right.
That's right.
But a lot of you think because I get it, a precept, right? You think that's what it's about. You think because you can wear a shield, that's what it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. You understand?
Right.
It's deeper than that, man. The birthright is deeper than that. The calling or what you consider the anointing is deeper than that. You understand? Stop defying the Lord's convention, but you're going to keep doing it, and you're going and everything Kazak is saying is right. It's in the spirit. See, once again, you got to catch up. When the prophet say something, you be like, man, I ain't seen no evidence. No problem. Keep waiting.
Right.
Keep waiting. I know you have to see. You have to see to believe. You don't have faith, but by the time you see it, it's going to be too late for some of you. Just real talk. You understand? The Lord had tolerated this foolishness long enough. Now he about to clean house.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like our year.
It's like a family.
Yeah, go ahead, so
yeah, and again, everything's so right in the spirit, because now the Lord is do something, and it should really take heed, and take heed to all these examples coming out of these records, because when the Lord going to stop a plague, this is how we just be pleased with. And what Captain Kahan brought out there, I agree in the spirit of the Most High and Christ, and under a righteous black man by the name of Commandant General Yana.
That's right.
Being open-handed to brothers and letting them know, hey, the Lord will play. When the Lord pleases when he stopped that plague, just like we see it with Phineas. You bring a plague, he stopped the plague. The Lord is going to stop this plague, because now, brothers and sisters, again, just like Kazak say, Captain Mashak, that class was directly on point, because now something happening, a warning in the nation, because now a lot of our brothers and sisters being plagiarized by lies, and everybody saying there's Israel, the black, and now the work that brothers and sisters had upon of poetry is of a high standard, and if we do portray that high standard, now what will happen to us? We fall victim, and this is why the Lord name is registered in this house, which is the ISUPK under Commander General Yana. So that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, and as you say, Kahan, that remind me of when Moses went up on the mountain, right, and he came back down, and he saw the people. He told them, "Yo, who with me stand on this side?
Right.
Stand on that side."
Right.
And thousands of people died that day. You understand? And the Lord told Moses to go and take the censers. You understand?
Yeah.
Those were holy. And the Lord, as I said, the Lord not playing. Like lots of our brothers and sisters, they don't understand that we seen them choose the other side, when this person already come out and confess to it, you showing us that you just a bunch of sinners. And
That's
sinners
right.
love to follow sinners. Why? Because now you can't tell me nothing. You are a pagan.
Right.
I'm just smoking, you know what I mean, marijuana. What's that?
Mm.
Lord make that plant. The Lord that make the plant, did he make the peg?
That's right. Come on, Cap. And if I could I say what? You know what? I'm about to get. Listen. You know what, Cap? This so in the spirit right now. I think a lot of people gonna get healed from hearing this right here. I think, like, as they say, don't cut the computer off before the healing starts.
Right.
Like what you're saying is so right. See, once again, going back to power. Power is a wardrobe that's tailor-made.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to wear pants. The pants were too big for you. They didn't fit, so you bought a kit. This is what you got to understand with these fake groups. They are trying to fill shoes and fill positions that God did not ordain them to do.
That's right.
And you want to get mad with the man in junior high. Oh, why y'all got to be? Why it got to be one West? Why I got to be? Because it's only one.
That's right.
That's right.
The Bible
Damn
says
right.
Christ is not divided. One faith, one baptism,
Yeah.
one mind. That's what you got to realize. But see, these off-brand groups out here do, and let me tell you something, and they're gonna get a lot of people unalived.
That's it.
That's the sad part about it. You're gonna watch, you ain't gotta believe nothing we say. Just keep watching.
Right.
Just keep seeing, just keep seeing what's going on. A lot of you already contacting the school because you know something else is about to come out next week.
Right.
You know something else about to come out. And what about the children that's in those groups? So you're not seeing what the prophets are seeing.
Mm.
You think the prophets had to take a poll if they should speak? That's showing. Let me just stop. I'm gonna just stop before I keep going, Cap. I mean,
no, you're right. It's a certain amount of pride that only like I was saying, fall the pride going before a fall. Sometimes that fall is into a grave. Sometimes that fall is all the way into a grave. You know what I mean? Sometimes that fall is into diverse. You fell into diverse lust with that pride, and it's going to definitely ramp up on you. And the Lord is a father. He don't want to hurt you. Most fathers, they didn't want to discipline the child. They want to they want to be the fun one. The ribs be getting mad because you the fun one. You coming in there and getting fun with everybody. I have to have fun with everybody because when I bring the discipline, you're all gonna hate me.
Yeah.
You're all gonna hate, and that's how a father is. So now you take a poll and let the people decide.
That's it.
You should come back. You better go read about not Aaron, what's the other one? Korah and them.
Yeah.
Korah,
Dathan.
Yeah, Dathan.
And Slacky Cap. They start always saying the chief priests and them too. They took a poll.
Took a poll same way. Yep. You better go see Anyway, do it because I need further to teach. I need topics to teach on. So do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do what you do. Be an example. I thank the Lord for every sacrifice He made that helps us grow together and come together in the right spirit and the right way, and opens our eyes and does what need to be done. Because like I say, you're effing up the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly, just to add, Cap, and I should show they're a bunch of Christians, because if you read the Bible, the people don't choose the leader.
That's
the
right.
Lord choose your leader.
That's right.
The Lord choose your leader. You understand? The Lord know you will choose a pack of dog doodoo to lead you.
That's
Because
right.
that dog doodoo ain't gonna tell you, take that out your behind. Or take that out your mouth.
Right.
He ain't gonna tell you to do that. You understand? But a prophet of the Lord will tell you, take it out. You can't do that. You understand? The prophet of the Lord gonna correct you. And that ain't no different than the chief priests and them in Christ's days choosing Barabbas.
Right.
You want to choose Barabbas over Christ?
Yep.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's right, Cap.
Let's see what Barabbas gonna get you.
If I could, Cap, what you saying is so heavy, and that's why I thank the Lord for the UPK, because in here men are humble enough to realize we need men over us, over the top of us. Like we're wise enough to know that I need a man to be over top of me, to guide me and correct me when I'm wrong.
Salakia, let me rephrase that. You need somebody to stop you.
Salakia, let me right.
Just in light of the pagan, the pagan fiasco.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta rephrase that, because Sakari gonna watch this tape and just go dog pile each other.
You're right. I forgot about the fantasies. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot that we're trying to go vanilla with the gorilla. I forgot the fantasy.
Come on.
We need somebody to stop us. We need somebody to restrain us and to guide us in the right spirit. And that's what you have with Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
But you don't want judgment. You want mercy, but you don't want judgment. Yet you read out of the book of the Judges. Yet you try to make a false comparison to you and King David. What in the hell is wrong with you?
Listen, come on, the demons is coming out. Listen, I was trying to ignore it, but listen, look at the statement. No, you don't need no damn man over you. Oh
my goodness.
You need the Most High over you, period. You brothers lost, man. Well, nigga, don't find me.
That's right.
Let me stay lost. Let me go. Listen, go find the pagan Sakari's ass. That's what you need to do.
The water.
Yeah, I mean, I know why you say you don't need no damn man over you, because you want a woman over you.
That's right.
You want a woman to bend you over. To bend you over and get all the way over on top of you and get all in there. In there.
God, Salaki, he don't even want Christ over him.
No, he don't want no damn man over him. He want a damn woman. Over him. And brother, that sister's probably so destroyed mentally, brother.
Oh my goodness.
She's probably, she ain't probably right. She probably drink and get high because she had to listen to this nasty nigga yell and moan and fucking
It's ridiculous.
His legs shaking.
And Cap, hold on. Cap, can I
his leg, brother? She done. His legs collapse.
Hey, come on, man, Cap. And listen, just think. Come on, it's so disgusting. Just think, she got to raise the fringes up before she go in. You know what? I'm going. You know what? The veil has been ripped. Okay, the veil. Like the Red Sea into utter darkness. And I say this before in the class. Shadow, brothers got to realize this, man, and sisters got to realize this too. Even a man's own shadow won't follow him in the utter darkness.
Come on, come on, God.
Like, come on, man. This spiritual light and darkness is spiritual. If you gonna see your shadow as long as light is present, but when it's going to utter darkness, even your shadow will not be seen. And these Negroes don't understand. You think you deep in the scriptures. You ain't even close. Sometimes that's the burden of a prophet. Sometimes we wish we were wrong. Sometimes the thing the Lord show us, we wish we did not see. But we see every last one of you bastards. And none of you are right. None of you.
That's right.
Thus saith the Lord, from a prophet of the Lord.
That's right.
I yield.
Yeah, and just to add to what you were saying too, like just imagine the time we're living in right now. Just imagine the time, like you seeing the prophecies coming forth in this Bible. You seeing it. You would turn the news on, it is spewing out at you. There's wars, rumors of wars. You're seeing how they're coming down on black people. We have a story there with with brothers in DC with the cops and then dealing with them real, real rough.
Right.
And it's almost reminiscent of what they're doing, to brothers all around America right now.
Right.
And you not observing the time, as Christ saying, you're not observing the time. You rather, pick somebody who you know what I mean, who not even observing the time himself.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? What else you want? What else you want? You know what I mean? Like this person on here talking about, you know what I mean, you can't follow a man. So who the hell he following? He following our shadow?
Right. And he expects us to listen to him, who's a fucking man.
Yeah. You following our shadow. I mean,
so hold on, Cap. And he's trying to convince men. He's watching men, trying to convince men not to follow a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like these people, once again, you have the book of Matthew. He's a man.
That's
the book
right.
of John. He's a man. You're reading from books named after men. Once again, see, I don't have the tolerance to deal with Negroes like this. That's just me. That's not my gift. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But I love to give parables. That's me.
Right.
I like to give quote unquote dark sayings. Take the pole and shove it up your ass.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Say, don't say no one tried to help you. We will see in the day of judgment. Nigga, go help Sakari. Go help the peg. The peg, the poor peg had to witness all of that shit. Let's grab one more story, Akim, before we roll. You know what I mean? Let's just grab one more. Listen, if you keep talking in that chat, I'm gonna just block you and sign you off. You know, just shut your mouth, man, and just stay quiet. Yeah. All right. Nobody listening to you, nobody following you. You're a damn fool. You're a circus, and we just laughed at you. Just shut your mouth and stop typing. You know what I mean? What story you want? What else you all want to grab? Let's grab a good one. All right, hold on. Let me tell you.
I think they had one that was talking about the DEI, wasn't it? They was trying to get rid of the DEI. Or that's different. I'm sorry.
Not the one where they're taking away the names. Where they take away Medgar Evers' names from from Arlington.
Jackie Robinson, they took away his military record, the code talkers, wiping all that clean. I know that was probably on there. I'll slack you.
It might be on there as one of the stories. But brother, I've been saying it. This is how there's no record of the Hebrews in Egypt in regular history.
That's right.
This is it. That's what they're doing here. This is what it is. And if you notice, just before this era, they bring in all the Africans. And all the Africans is now acting in all the movies, pretending to be black people, bringing the Africans with the music. The Africans is all mixed into the thing. The music is now called Afrobeats. Our music is now called Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Brother, they're trying to just wipe us all the way out of history. So there's no rewriting the history. This is damn near like it's a renaissance all over again.
Yeah.
It's damn near like it's a whitewashing of things all over again, so that, the future generations will have no idea of anything that this person was black, or there was this black inventor, or this black people had this going on and that. Imagine the code talkers, you remove the record of them that helped you win your fucking war. You got to be, brother, the 1911 got a bigger and longer reputation than what black and brown people did for America in war.
Right.
They always say, see this 1911? Something, it won this war, it won this world war. But black people, we can't get that recognition.
That's right.
Like, the Lord need to bring judgment all the way to your front door.
Yeah. And England did the same thing too to brothers. They put them in some backyard looking like some house with the name and stuff on some stone. You know what I mean? They did it to black people who helped them in them wars.
Yeah. The monument they gave for the what they call is Memorial Day? Not Memorial Day. I forget what they call it in England. Is it something where they put the poppy, the little red flower with the black center?
Yeah.
And they have a whole day of it, and they have a huge thing like an obelisk where they really center around. But the one for Israelites is in the back in Brixton behind the library. I went and stood next to it. The thing is my height.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's right by where the camp was in Brixton in London, right there. And the thing is just that little thing. That's it. That's what the soldiers have to, as remembrance to pay honor, somewhere in South London. And there's no disrespect to Brixton, but look what the white soldiers get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remembrance Day. I think that's what it's called. Remembrance Day.
Like you had to go take out that magnifying glass, you know what I mean, and put it on that brick just to read names.
To read the names of what's going on, and barely any kind of record of it. You know what I mean?
But I'll take Kazak up on what he was saying. Earlier on when he said wait until they release all the, like somebody had to bring the file out on us. Like I believe the hearing commander Jerry Hanna loud and clear. And now is the time they're trying to suppress this from coming out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, oh boy, this come out and the whole earth's going to watch and know that the small hats and America, they've been what the Bible called the wicked on the face of the earth.
That's right.
And they've been the wicked, and it's going to come out that you're the real Jews. And now what's going to happen?
That's right.
What's going to happen?
It's a lock.
Come on.
If I could, Cap, what you're saying is so nuclear, because now people can lie. They can still lie, but not like they used to.
Yeah.
And see, once again, they didn't scrub. This is almost like their Renaissance era with the Mac with Trump and wiping out the DEI, wiping out. They get to retell the history of America. You know what I'm saying, and how it is. So a lot of them is going to try to, like the Bible say. That it rose a Pharaoh that didn't know Joseph.
Right.
He didn't give credit to. He didn't give the proper credit. You know what I'm saying, for him not only sustaining the empire but empowering the empire. You know what I'm saying. So when you really see this type of stuff right here, boy, this is how you know we getting close to the end. This is how you know that the book of Revelation is so right. That dragon, when it spoke, was like a flood. You know what I'm saying. Flooding of misinformation and trying to wash away our history.
That's right.
Wash away all the things that we contributed. And once again, thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Right.
I can't forget, because that's one person they're not trying to wash away. You notice that? They use his words.
Yeah. Right.
Now everybody else they have to eliminate, but they're not gonna eliminate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Why is that?
Heavy. That's heavy. Like, why didn't pull his statue down?
So like, Cap.
Like, why didn't pull his statue down?
There you go, Cap.
Yeah.
That's cold right there.
Yeah.
That's cold right there. They're pulling everybody else down. The cold talkers who knew the white man was the devil. Medgar Evers, who fought for black people to the point where the oppressor couldn't take it no more. But Martin get to live.
Yeah. And that's like that's like this weekend too at camp, past weekend. A white man was like, I asked, I was like, what great thing oppressor did in this place? And guess what his answer was? Einstein. You try to call Einstein. And I should show you how they are. They don't even give us credit for doing nothing, Ak.
No.
Nothing. Like you go ask black children in school today, what are some things you know about black people? What great things you know about them?
Right.
And they can't tell you. But guess what? They will tell you who Christopher Columbus is. They'll tell you who George Washington is. They'll tell you who Donald Trump is.
Right.
They'll tell you everybody except their own people. And black people better start waking up and realizing we are going to have to start to teach our kids.
Yeah.
Follow what the oppressor does. He teaches kids. You know what I mean? Just to get a story. I took my son to Costco. So he saw a boy in his class.
Right.
Oppressor. So he was like, so and so. And the oppressor did like this. And I was like, yo, stop. Hold it right now. I was like, don't you ever speak to him again.
Listen,
Yeah,
for those,
stop.
for those of you who don't know Captain Diapack, it wasn't just stop, don't do that.
Yeah.
It came through with some curry and pepper sauce. That was seasoned.
Brother, it was so bad. A sisterhood, man. She turned and she's like, yeah,
that's right.
Make sure, I mean, because it was so, I mean, it was so out there. And you got to teach your kids on them, man. You know what I mean? To love their own people, to love them. Because boy, the love Trump is given to his people,
right?
It's ridiculous to the point where it's wiping out the love that you gonna have for your people. It's
Right.
wiping it out. And the only way you're gonna get is in this truth right here. You gotta come under Commander Jerry Hanna and learn how to love your people. You understand? Learn how to love your people. Learn how to sacrifice your life for your people. You understand?
Yeah.
Learn how to give it up for your people.
Yep.
That's right.
And Cap, like that, what you did there, you know, people would be like, they wouldn't understand it. They would say, why you correct him for that? But that was protection more than correct. That was you protecting him from heartache in the future. That was you protecting him from, you know, being you know, putting himself in a place where he's like a victim now in the future. You breaking that mold early on for him, because we are a people, again, naturally, and a child is natural like that, where they, you know, make a connection and an affinity. Hey, that's so and so from, you know, my world, my little world within the kindergarten or wherever.
Yeah.
But you seeing something here that this oppressor, he don't even have the class to acknowledge a classmate.
I'm shocked. Both parents was there.
Of course. And they ain't correct him.
No.
And they ain't correct him.
They ain't like, yo, you're such and such. You say hi. They not like that. They pretend like they didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're teaching the kids, yo, stay away from them black kids.
That's it.
You
That's
understand?
it.
Once you come home, I don't want to hear you mention no black kid name.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Salaki.
No, you're right. And that's the protection we need. We need that type of insulation growing up. And, you know, just to, you know, you don't have to do that. Wait till they see you.
Yeah.
At least until they get older, when you could really spill the beans to them. When they're young, they can't grasp it too much.
Right.
So now you got to tell them something that's a little bit, you know, you have some skill with it, some cunning with it. Where, like, you know, when you see them, you know, you see those people who don't look like us, wait till they see you before you wave to them. Let you be the one to decide if you're going to wave or not. But until then, you know, if they don't wave to you, you don't wave to them. When they get older, you could tell them a little bit more.
Yeah.
But we got to start to insulate our generations now, you know, from the heartache, because it could be very jarring that this real life white person rejected you. And then you go on TV and all the cartoons is them, all the superheroes is them, Caesar Borgia is them. That could be very jarring when a real life one reject you. So you right to put that insulation around that young soldier.
And if I could, real quick, just a few honorable mentions, which is part of what is heavy what you're saying. The reason why we need to be insulated from them is because then maybe we can start knowing about ourselves. And stop focusing on them. A few honorable mentions: the real brother who invented the light bulb, Lewis H. Latimer, is in this book, Black Inventors in the Age of Segregation. And then you got Granville T. Woods, who what I'm reading here is the inventor of the telegraph, where they messaging from train to train, that boop, 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 from train to train, which end up becoming into the telephone with the wire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you got McCoy, what they call the real McCoy. He basically invented all types of things connected with the trains. They said if it ain't, they don't want it if it ain't the real McCoy.
Yep.
They didn't
even,
they didn't even want the invention. They didn't even want the parts on the train unless it came from the black man that invented the part.
Yep.
And then don't even get this mention on. We talking about how Washington D.C. is set up. It was a black man who supposedly designed Washington, D.C.
Not
Benjamin
supposedly.
Banneker.
He laid it out. Benjamin Banneker.
I haven't confirmed it too many times. I didn't seen it many times.
Yep.
And then don't forget the father of agricultural science, George Washington Carver.
Yep.
Who saved the entire South and saved really the whole Southern American economy.
That's
when
right.
there was a bug that was eating all of the cotton plants and killing all the cotton all across the South. The president of the United States at the time went to a black man, George Washington Carver, who was a professor at a black college, and asked him to help and to solve the problem. He said, "Oh, it's no sweat. You plant this beet or some fruit thing that he said, go plant this, and it'll kill the plant, it'll kill the bug, and it'll rejuvenate the soil at the same time." They went and did that and saved the whole economy because the whole economy was based on cotton.
Right.
But the bug was killing all the cotton.
Right.
They went to a black man for the answer.
Yep.
And he gave him the answer and saved the whole damn Southern economy, all the farms, Mississippi would be looking like probably Nevada by now or Arizona if it wasn't for that black man.
Yep. And you have these oppressors. I done seen some of them at camp. They say, what y'all talking about? We could have did without peanut butter. They relegate his entire contribution or the skill and the level of knowledge he have to just the peanut butter. But they don't teach them this part, and if they do, they don't care about it.
No,
Don't forget the other brother who was up there in Johns Hopkins, who did the who had the
open heart
system for the open heart. He didn't do the open heart, but he had the he invented the tool. I forget what it was called. The tool to help bridge the whole system of the open heart surgery. He developed a tool and a process to help with the valves and all that type of shit. And without that, all them babies would have died. They had a whole thing that was calling them blue babies. But their heart wasn't pumping nothing out. The whole bypass and all that. He did the whole thing. The Henrietta Lacks. So much of our people. You know, the brother with the vaccines. I forget his name. I think he was a Levite brother.
Abraham or something
like that. I forget his name. I think it was up north in Boston or something. And he was the one who, did the whole thing with the vaccine.
And the sisters that took them out into space. The sisters,
computers,
sisters that did the GPS, the cell phone. Man, we could go on and on the whole night with the invention of black people, and the white man just came and stole all of it and capitalized on it. And now he is looked at as he's the brain of everything. He's not. He steals everything. And the Lord said in the Bible, that's how he's going to live.
That's right.
You understand? Yeah. He's a thief. He's a vagabond. You understand? He's not, you know what I mean? He ain't special. He stole everything.
Yep. Onesimus is his name. Onesimus. Right? Enslaved brother helped to save hundreds of Bostonians from smallpox in 1721. Because he's the one who had the whole thing about inoculating. You know what I mean?
And that's so biblical too. You know what I mean?
God, and if I could, my theory is just a theory for now that the reason we don't know who's the inventor of the computer and of the engine and of the cell phone and the certain specific inventions, is because it wasn't a devil who invented it. Because if it was a devil, his name would be a household name. But you notice they keep them names under wraps. They don't even mention who's the main contributor to the computer, who's the main one for the cell phone. They don't want to say. That's just me. Go ahead.
And if I could, I remember General brought out he brought up that scripture where it said Jacob is the former of all things.
That's right.
Like we look at all these things once again. There's so many. Now there's one thing Esau did invent. He did invent lies.
The art of lying. Art of lying.
Right. The heart. Right. That's right. Like he lie. Oh, he know how to invent that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you look at all of the contributions of the and that's how you know when the Bible said when it's Abraham's seed, his seed is gonna bless all nations, and in his seed all nations will be blessed. That's what it's talking about. It didn't mean that we gonna be all nations. That means wherever we are, there's greatness attached to it.
Right.
There's innovation. There's elevation. There's all these things attached to wherever we are. Why? Because we the salt of the earth. We what give this earth flavor. We give it civilization.
Right.
You understand? They like to classify us as savages and ill. But man, you put us. I mean, once again, I got to talk about them two sisters in New Orleans. Out of the projects that cracked the Pythagorean theorem that they've been trying to decode for over 2,000 years. How is that if God ain't with you?
Right.
And this is just pure, just inside of them.
And Cap, just to add to what you're saying, if the oppressor leave us alone, we'll have about 100 of them.
That's right, Cap.
Add to what you're saying.
That's right. That's right. Because once again, if you and the Pharaoh do that, he knew if we become, like you said, insulated or separated from these people, and we get and once again, he don't like that we on this internet talking. Because a lot of these conversations, the more we talk and we try to get, if there's try to have some solution, the more we start to say, okay, we see the problem. Even the ones that may not be in this school, who are intellectuals, they're starting to talk more and they're starting to see, okay, well, hold on, if this problem works, we can break this problem. And I'll tell you something else, even with this algorithm, you got brothers and sisters in that tech world, they vicious with it.
Yeah.
Tell you right now, they ain't just on video games. I'm talking about 11 and 12-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? And we want them in here. We getting them in here. They coming in here.
Yeah.
Tell you right now. We got all kind of brothers that give. They got a brother down here. A young brother, he deadlift 400 pounds. I want to brag about him. Deadlift 400 pounds. And I damn near want to give him the order body slam some of you Negro, but I can't do that. I said, yeah, come on with it.
Yeah.
But this is what, once again, these two sisters, 2,000-year-old math mystery. They were in Harvard or Yale.
Right.
But it's the spirit. Once again, the Bible said the Holy Spirit gonna reveal all things.
That's
right.
It wasn't given to them. It was never this knowledge of this world and of this universe, even down to dark matter. It wasn't given to them.
Yeah.
Because they're not spiritual.
That's right.
You got to be spiritual to really understand the material world in a way. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
So like I yield.
And if I could make a quick mention on what you said about being civilized, you know, I want to give a shout out real quick to Officer Yatazar. He was down in Haiti, and one thing he said, you know, he grew up in Port-au-Prince, and he moved from Port-au-Prince when he was 17 years old. And as we went back, and we was in the Airbnb, we was walking the neighborhood, and you know, one thing he was saying was like, man, my people here is so civilized. Like, okay, you think Haiti, right? You got people all over the neighborhoods everywhere. They got little shops in front of their houses. They got tables with all type of items on the table in front of their house on the street.
Right.
Nobody's stealing nothing. But it's supposed to be, you know, they so hungry, so poor, so that, but nobody's stealing nothing. People got products just sitting outside in front of their house.
Right.
They not sitting there with a gun over it or nothing. Nobody's stealing nothing. The whole time we was there, I ain't seen not one fight. I ain't seen not one argument. You go to a poor neighborhood in America, no matter what race, you're gonna be seeing fights and arguments and drunks and all that. I ain't see no drunks. I ain't see no crackheads. I ain't see no drug addicts. Just seeing hardworking people. So when it come to being civilized, you know, it don't get no more civilized than Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
They said the most civilized or the most advanced society in the ancient days was in Mexico. Tenochtitlan, which is modern day Mexico City. They said they had irrigation where they had the plants irrigating the farm on top of the water. So they would ride in the boat and have plots of basically aquaponics.
That's right. That's right.
400-500 years ago. They had whole cities of aquaponics. They said they had a city of over 1 million people, and they don't know how they was able to even feed that many people, because the cities in Europe, they were starving around that same time period. They going through famines and plagues and everything. But here you got the Mexicans, and they said they even talked about the math that the Mexicans had. How they, when they had that 2012 prophecy that the Mayans had, that's because they so-called mapped the stars hundreds of years in advance using math.
Right.
So, we talking about high-level things that our people have done way higher than what's the oppressors' claim to fame? What, the Viking running up on people's shores and unaliving people and taking their food? That's it. That's his claim to fame. So it's just many amazing things. Don't get started on the city of David. We just came from the Citadel in Haiti. It's basically, I don't know how they did it, but it's basically an hour up a mountain. And they said it was 200,000 Haitians that built it. And this is a castle that's damn near 10 to 15 stories high on top of the mountain. From the top of the mountain, you can see this. You can see the city that's like 30 minutes away. You can see everything all around. Like, you couldn't even sneak up on them if you wanted to. You want to see why France didn't try to reinvade? They said, no, you know what? We're just gonna try to kill them with the pencil. We're gonna beat them with the pencil, because there was no way they was gonna fight and take that castle. It was no way. They could see him coming from
the shore,
mile
from the
away.
sea. Yeah.
We're gonna upload the footage on the ISUPK 80 real soon, so brothers can see it. They had oh my God, that's it. On the top of a mountain, nothing higher than you. You can see everything from every angle all around. And if you had a cannon and somebody was way far away, you'd be sitting there taking pop shots at them.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing, Cap?
Please.
Now, when they see that if you look at that and look at the castles in the Dark Ages, quote unquote, who you think built those?
That's right.
That looks like something out of the Dark Ages.
This looked like King James Castle.
Come on, Cap.
This looked just like how King James Castle is. There's another shot of it that look even damn near identical to the thing for the high ground.
Yeah.
God, and if I could, there was the road going up. There was like a house every few meters or whatever, where some Levites just popped out the forest on us. I'm like, yo, this is so strategic. If you was trying to come up here with an army, you would get attacked every 20 steps or every 20 meters. You would get a sneak attack, because they had a house strategically up the whole thing. And those people that was there, and we bought some items off of them, and we rode their horse. Them are the same people. Them are the descendants of the people who built it, because they never left the mountain. They were like given an order to protect this mountain, and they never left. The Haitian brother lived there. He said these are the people of the descendants, because if you wasn't born on this mountain, you wouldn't go up it to live there. And then there was another palace. There was a palace at the bottom of the mountain that was beautiful, man. The young brothers was playing soccer. The girls were sitting there studying in their books. It was just the most beautiful thing. Oh, that trail goes for about 45 minutes.
Wow.
That's just that little piece of the trail. That's the end. That's the end of the trail. That's when you're happy. It goes about 45 minutes down.
Salakia.
Come on, Cap.
Just to add to what you're saying too. No, just picture that, right? In the time it was in, right? You imagine you leave black people alone today, that nuclear weapon will be nullified if you left black people alone. We'll be here, teaching treating the oppressor like a child. Like, why you gonna make that? you know you're going to destroy the earth, right?
Come.
You know what I mean? We'd have been, you know what I mean? Because if we built that back then, you left us alone to this day, it wouldn't have no nuclear weapon on the earth.
Yep. Right. Or if it did, Cap, if it did have it, it wouldn't be used in that manner.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be used in that manner at all, which is like what we do with damn near everything. The oppressor, he have one way he do something. You let a brother or sister come in there and move some things around and switch something and bypass something. It's a whole new system, a whole new machine that operating at twice the efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like again, like we the ones who the Lord chose to rule over this earth, and our position is coming all the way back. Everything Trump and Musk and Thiel and all of them doing now, and the EU and UK and Ireland, this is just them in the water clutching at straws.
Yeah.
They're just in the water clutching at straws, but they just got overboard, so they ain't tired out yet. So it seemed like a strong clutch. You brothers and sisters, man, you all stay strong. You'll pay your tithes. You'll come to the ISUPK. Come follow Commander Johnny Hanna, man. That's the man of the moment, man. That's the man of the moment right now. That's who you follow. You want to follow the Most High God and our King Christ. You come follow Commander Johnny Hanna and his men, and you're going to see what building a nation really is, man. You're going to see, you're going to be restored to all your glory, and you're going to be in charge of this earth. This earth going to run right. Passover, April 12. Come on.
And this one last thing.
Come on,
I know brothers and sisters ain't gonna know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the instrument of the 19th to the 20th century was the steel pan made by a brother.
Yep.
I don't know it because they done stole the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, not getting paid for it. You understand what I'm saying? Like just imagine that. Like we don't even know that steel pan. That steel pan, you know what I mean? That music is unique.
That's right.
You understand? And it came from a brother. So you can imagine, as I say, you left us alone. You leave black people alone, we'll be just fine.
That's right.
Remember that video I sent you with the African woman? I don't know if you look at it, but the African woman was basically, you know what I mean, saying thanks to the Lord for the oppressor taking back his U.S. aid from Africa.
Right. I remember it told me.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you would just leave us alone, we'll be 10 times better than all these niggas. Like, you'll really see us rise to the top.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not saying the Africans is us, but what Captain Nantak saying is like everybody wants to be rid of this oppressor.
That's right.
Rid of him, to be left to hell alone. Everybody wants to be rid of him. And that's no problem. It's coming soon, man. Y'all coming the truth, man, and rid yourself of all this panic and anxiety going on in the earth. Mm-hmm. April 12th, Lord's Passover, Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to be down there and rocking it out at the Marriott Marquise, boy. We're going to be in there rocking it out. $200, 17 years and over. The entire week is covered, man. You pay your Passover fee. The general is covering the entire week, from the kids' party, the lamb slaughter, the scripture breakdown, all black party, you know, the babysitting for your kids to go to the damn club for the all black party, Passover, lamb, wine, unleavened bread, Sunday feast of unleavened bread. It's going to be a whole week of activity, man. Come on down, support the truth, pay your tithes. Let's come together, man, and honor what the Lord did for us in Egypt, so we could move him to do it again for us in America in the most glorious way, man. I can't wait. Let's get it in, man. Again, to water for the whole crew that come on through. Captain Nantak, the usual suspects always inside. Captain Nantak, hosting on the Carolinas, holding down Jamaica, Bahamas.
That's right.
Captain Kahan holding down the South. We'll be one of the hosts down there in Atlanta, the main host in Atlanta, working with Yaramani and all the brothers down there, man. We are Captain Kapash, fresh off of Haiti, DR, Indianapolis, going to Chicago real soon for class, man. Keep rocking, Cap. You're paving the way, working with Yatazar down there, man. Your officer Kazakai Mad, stomping his way everywhere, making a name for himself, making the truth. You know what I mean? Immensely with his TikTok, man, waking brothers and sisters up to the truth, man, with the skills he has, man. Yeah, Officer Sawapia, all holding down the Caribbean down there, man. Venezuela, Ashland, Benjamin, man. That's the man who y'all go follow, man. Y'all follow this truth, brother, coming in strong, holding it down, Trinidad, man, under command, Johnny. We're going to be back next week, Lord allow. If Christ ain't back yet, man, we're gonna be back next Wednesday. Don't forget, join Command and Junior Hannah every Monday night, 9 p.m. right here on this same channel, man. See you all in Atlanta, man. Come on, I know y'all want to see that black party, man. See you all in Atlanta. You have to come.
Taste. We vibe, we lay. You purple, you gay. You need jazz, lil' fame. I'm on war, got the same. For on. For on. I try to tell these motherfuckers time to time. For on. Pussy ass, purple ass niggas, man. For on. Better get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You damn scare rag, cow ass, little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. Yeah. All these niggas want down hate, but tell them zip it lip. Cause you a dumb ass, scare ass, boy, little body bitch. Damn. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. Well, you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it damn scritchy with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got B-Ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't war, got the same. For on. For on, yeah. For on. I tell them, nigga. For on. You get your shit together, nigga. For on. Work it. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all the zock, you little body bitch. And I switch nigga on your thought, little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm stone cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like Dan Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like Nana Zah, you little body bitch. Need a princess Parba, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got B-Ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, you leech ass, lil' fame. I won't war, not the same.
Welcome to Atlanta. Price is Officer 5000, Jeremiah Yachty, camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hannah.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man, it is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Shalom.